Every semifinalist nearly went home. Mbappé missed. He still scored twice. Argentina won in the 112th minute. This is how four teams cheated elimination to get here. Tuesday, a TNT Stadium, Dallas, France versus Spain. Mbappé is nursing a knock. He faces a Spanish defense that has conceded exactly once in 6 matches. Wednesday, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta. England versus Argentina, the team nobody picked before the tournament. Against the defending champions who cannot stop finding late, chaotic ways to survive. Both semifinals needed extra time to get here. Neither team walks in with a comfortable path behind them. Whoever survives Wednesday reaches a final on July 19th. The entire football world has been building toward this for a month. France should not have needed extra time against anyone. They have Mbappé. They have the deepest squad left in the tournament. And yet twice in the knockout stage, this team walked to the very edge. Twice they pulled themselves back. Against Morocco in the quarterfinal, Mbappé missed a penalty in the 28th minute. Banu guessed correctly. He saved comfortably. For the next half hour, France looked rattled by a team many had written off. It stayed goalless at the break. France produced 1.87 expected goals. Morocco produced almost nothing. Then the hour mark arrived. Mbappé, still carrying the miss, received the ball on the edge of the box. He curled a shot into the far corner. Banu had no chance of reaching it. 6 minutes later, he did it again, this time as the architect rather than the finisher. He dragged 3 Moroccan defenders out of position. Then he laid the ball off for Dembélé. Dembélé steered it into the bottom corner with his weaker foot. 2-0. The exact same scoreline France produced against Morocco in the 2022 semifinal. History repeating itself with brutal precision. Mbappé walked off in the 77th minute with an ice pack on his ankle. He waved to the crowd. He insists he is fine. Nobody in the France camp is fully convinced. Dembélé now has 5 goals, only the 3rd Frenchman in history to reach that mark in a single World Cup, alongside Mbappé himself and Just Fontaine. Mbappé sits on 20 career World Cup goals, one behind Messi's all-time record. The two men who have carried this tournament on their backs are about to collide with the two teams standing between them and the final. Spain had not conceded a single goal in 5 matches. Not one. Then, Belgium happened. For 88 agonizing minutes, Spain's perfect tournament hung by a thread. Fabian Ruiz opened the scoring in the 30th minute. He had been recalled to the starting 11 in a mildly surprising decision. He pounced on a loose rebound after Courtois had initially saved from Dani Olmo. 11 minutes later, Belgium answered. Charles de Ketelaere rose to meet a header from a corner. He beat Unai Simon. Spain's World Cup record 650-minute shutout streak ended in an instant. Then the match turned chaotic. Belgium's captain, Yuri Tielemans, was scratched during warm-ups with an injury before kickoff. Their goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, had already denied Yamal one-on-one. He had kept Belgium alive, with save after save. Then he went down injured himself in the 73rd minute. His replacement was 20-year-old Sen Lemens. He had barely touched the ball when substitute Mikel Merino arrived, 1 minute and 57 seconds after coming on. That is all it took. Merino charged into the box. He pounced on a spilled rebound from a Pau Cubarsí strike. He buried it. His second match-winning substitute appearance in as many knockout games. He had done exactly the same thing against Portugal in the round of 16. Spain survive. Barely. Their coach called the coming semifinal against France a clash of giants. He is not exaggerating. If you want to understand why England are dangerous right now, watch what happened in the 36th minute against Norway. Andreas Schjelderup picked England's pocket near the halfway line. He curled a shot that deflected in off the post. Norway were playing their first ever World Cup quarterfinal. They had silenced 64,000 fans inside Hard Rock Stadium. England did not panic. In first half stoppage time, Anthony Gordon threaded a pass to Bellingham. He shifted it onto his weaker left foot. He finished into the bottom corner. His 4th goal of the tournament, the first England midfielder ever to reach that mark in a single World Cup. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. Norway thought they had taken the lead early in the second half through a scrambled corner. VAR disallowed it. Haaland had shoved an England player to the ground moments before the ball came in. The goal that would have changed everything, wiped away by 6 inches of contact. Nobody in the stadium initially noticed. 90 minutes gone, still level, extra time. 3 minutes in, substitute Morgan Rogers fired from distance. Norwegian goalkeeper Ørjan Nyland had been superb against Brazil just days earlier. This time, he spilled it directly into Bellingham's path. He did not need a second invitation. England were awarded what looked like a stoppage-time penalty moments later. This time, VAR went the other way. It ruled England's own player had initiated the contact. Nobody in white complained. They were already through. Haaland had scored in 14 consecutive competitive matches for Norway, more than anyone since 1990. He was substituted at the start of extra time, exhausted. He watched the ending from the bench. England's manager admitted afterward his side had been lucky. Lucky teams do not keep winning knockout matches with 10 minutes to spare. Moments of chaos keep falling their way. Something else is happening here. For the third knockout match in a row, Argentina stood on the edge of elimination. Then they found a way through. McAllister headed home a Messi corner in the 10th minute. Messi's 10th World Cup assist, remarkably to 10 different teammates. Argentina looked comfortable. Then Switzerland refused the script. They were appearing in their first quarterfinal since 1954. Dan Ndoye curled in an equalizer from a tight angle in the 67th minute. Suddenly, 69,000 fans inside Arrowhead Stadium fell silent. 12 minutes later, the match turned violent in its own way. Breel Embolo was shown a second yellow card for simulation. The decision instantly divided pundits and fans. Switzerland were reduced to 10 men. They somehow found another gear defensively. They dragged Argentina through 90 minutes and into extra time with the scoreline still tied. Messi had scored in 9 consecutive World Cup matches, an all-time record. This time, he did not add to that streak. His job this time was quieter, colder. He created. He probed. But the finishing touch would not come from him. It came late. Brutally late. In the 112th minute, Julian Alvarez received the ball. He sent a right-footed rocket into the top corner from outside the box. Then, deep into stoppage time of extra time, Switzerland threw everyone forward in search of an equalizer. Thiago Almada broke clear. His shot was blocked. Lautaro Martinez arrived to smash home the rebound. 3-1. Full time. Argentina have now gone 12 matches unbeaten at this World Cup. But every single one of the last 3 has gone to the wire. Cape Verde nearly ended them. Egypt scored twice against them. Switzerland took them into extra time with 10 men. Something about this Argentina team invites chaos, even as they keep winning. Germany are gone. The Netherlands are gone. Brazil, Morocco, Canada, Norway, Belgium, Switzerland. All eliminated. Several of them agonizingly late. Several of them by teams who themselves nearly did not make it this far. 4 teams remain. All 4 have already looked at elimination directly in the eye this tournament. None of them blinked. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We are covering every moment of this World Cup every single day. See you in the next one.